Hello friends, let's other discuss of NTA mock test 94. बात करते हैं यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन नंबर फर्स्ट की. The plasmodesmata are junctions between plant cells. These involves modifications of, you should also remember for modifications of plant plasma membrane as well as cell wall. Question number second, which of the following pairs contains recorded descriptions of organisms without any kind of their specimens flora catalog. ये इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, हालांकि इस पे क्वेश्चन लगभग पूछा जाता है, तो इसलिए आप लोग इसको अच्छे से रीड कर लीजिएगा. क्वेश्चन नंबर थर्ड, इसमें करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट चूज करना है. कॉस्मिट्स कैन बी यूज टू क्लोन डीएनए फ्रेगमेंट्स अप टू 45 kb in length. Okay. BAC vectors accommodate up to 300 to 350 kb of foreign DNA. Why AC vectors are used to clone DNA fragments of more than 1 MB 10 to power 6 BP base pair in size and have been used in the Human Genome Project, and all of these are correct. Question number 4. The intermediate host for the parasites that causes Tashkent ulcers is Phyllobotamus peptacea. Question number 5. If both parents are carriers for thalassemia, which is an autosomal recessive disorder, what are the chances of pregnancy result in an affected child for 25%? Question number 6. In transgenics, expressions of transgene in target tissue is determined by the protometer. Okay. Promoter, okay. Question number 7. Mule is an example of that sort of the breeding interspecific hybridization. Question number 8. Which of the following beverages are produced by distillations of the fermented broth, brandy and rum? Question number 9. The Lamarckian idea of the successions of the acquired characters is not supported by millenizations of peppered moth in industrial areas. Question number 10. Which of the following is a transgenic plant? BT cotton. Question number 11. Which of the following will not be found in polluted water? Larvae of a stone fly. Question number 12. Which one is common to multicellular fungi, filamentous algae, and protonema of mosses? Multiplications by fragmentations. Question number 13. Use of intrauterine devices within 72 hours of coitus as emergency contraceptives is mainly aimed at preventing implantation. Question number 14. Remnants of cell nucleus are found in which of the following are black pepper and sugar beets? Question number 15. Which of the following is known as vertical distributions of different species occupying different levels in an ecosystem at stratification? Question number 16. Read the following statements and select the correct option. Genetic diversity within a species often decreases the environmental variability. Okay, but genetic diversity plays a key role in the process to species. This is correct. Question number 17. In humans, vasa efferentia leaves the testis and opens into the epididymis located along the posterior surface of testis. Question number 18. Rifle bullets, yani gun stocks, are made of walnut wood. Question number 19. Bacillus mycoides is saprophyte. Question number 20. Juxtaglomerular cells secrete renin when there is fall in sodium ion concentration. Question number 21. What is the type of movable joints present between the atlas and axis pivot? Question number 22. Which of the following plants bears hygroscopic epiphytic roots? Vanda. Question number 23. Identify the correct statement with respect to cardiac muscles. They are rich in gap junctions. Question number 24. Which of the following holds true for the human's heart being termed myogenics? Impulse for heartbeat is generated in the pacemaker. Question number 25. Read the following statements carefully. Protonema is found in mosses and is absent in liverworts. Okay. फिर Markensia the sporophyte is divided into the foot, seta and capsule. फिर Archegonia are partially embedded in pteridophytes. उसके बाद gymnosperm do not possess vessels in xylem except in some neophytes. Okay, this is correct. यानी कि all of these are correct. Question 26. Coconut milk factor is cytokinin. Question number 27. Bacterial plasmids contains only DNA which is circular DS. Double stranded. Question number 28. The scientist who proved that bacteria use H2S gas and CO2 to synthesize carbohydrate is von Neil. Question number 29. Mangrove vegetation is found in Sundarbans. Question number 30. Ferredoxins has Fe and sulfur. Question number 31. Bicarbonate ions are generated in RBCs. Question number 32. The role of phosphate buffer system in body fluids is to maintain proton ion concentrations of cellular fluid. Question number 33. A characteristic features of meiosis is a single DNA replications and two division of cytoplasm. Question number 34. The first segments of annelids is peristomium. Question number 35. The resting membrane potentials of a neuron is maintained by iron pump. Question number 36. Which of the following hormone surge causes ovulations in females during menstrual cycle? LH. Question number 37. In glycolysis during oxidations, electrons are removed by NAD+. Question number 38. Which one of the following statement is incorrect? Heart muscles are striated and involuntary. Okay. The muscles of hand and legs are striated and voluntary. Where the muscles located in the inner walls of an alimentary canal are striated and involuntary. This is not correct. Muscles located in the reproductive tracts are unstriated and involuntary. Question number 39. F2 generation 9060 gardens pea pods are produced during dihybrid cross due to self-pollinations of heterozygous. Okay, heterozygous parents. How many pods would be green and inflated? 540. Okay. Question number 740. Which one is irrelevant to evolutions of man? Loss of tail. Question number 41. The effect of pollutions is first and most marked on natural balance of our environment. Question of 42. Which of the following techniques uses non-ionizing radiations of a strong magnetic fields MRI? Question of 43. Conversions of NO3 to NO2 to NH4. Ammonia is called and is catalyzed by nitrate assimilations, nitrate and nitrite reductase. The fetal ejections reflex in humans triggers the release of oxytocin from maternal pituitary. Question of 45. Which of the following is a unicellular fungus? Saccharomyces cerevisiae. I think Saccharomyces. Question of 46. In cauliflowers, herbaceous vegetables, which portions is edible for inflorescence? Herbage, okay. Question of 47. On barren rocks, pioneers of zero shear successions are lichen. Question of 48. What would happen to the heart if we cut the nerve supplying the heart of cockroach and rabbit? The heart of cockroach stops beating while that of rabbit continues beating, heart beating. Question number 49. Pteridophytes are more advanced than bryophytes. Which of the following features of pteridophytes justify these statements? More than one option is correct. Okay. Internal fertilization and presence of vascular resource. Okay. Mark the odd one with respect to Chargaff rules. Adenine plus thymine plus upon guanine plus cytosine ratio is less than 1. Question 51. Exposure to light inhibits the process of germinations in the seed of the following plants. Allium. Question 52. Genetics is involved in the following solutions to humans' problems. Improvement of crop varieties are achieved. Green revolutions, and all of these are correct. Question 53. हालांकि out of NCERT, both species are affected by the interspecific competitions, but second is affected less. Question of 44. 54. Species that are found only in the particular regions are said to be endemic species. Question number 55. Biolistics method to use to transfer used to make transgenic plants. Okay, correct. And biolistics method PBR 322 is used. No. Question 56. Translocations of the photosynthetes occurs in the form of sucrose. Question 57. Microbes used to control pest under IPM includes trichoderma. Question 58. Z scheme in thylakoids membrane is concerned with electron transfer. Question 59. If the number of chromosomes in root of penis is 20, what will be the number of chromosomes in its seed coat and endosperms respectively? 20 and 10. Question 60. The resin ducts of gymnosperms are lysigenous. ये waste of question. Question 62. करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट चूज करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू एमटीपी. MTP are generally advised during the first trimester. Okay, MTP are used as the contraceptive method. No, MTPs are always surgical. No, always not surgical. MTPs are require the assistance of the qualified medical professional होना चाहिए, personals. Okay. Question number 63. Tobacco and petunia belong to the family of Solanaceae. Question number 64. One of the common symptoms observed in the pupil infected with dengue fever is significant decrease in the platelets count. Question number 65. Trophic levels of food then जो R दिया है, R is also related for 1000 किलोग्राम टू, उसके बाद फिर है PPE प्राइमरी P फॉर 10,000 किलो जूल. उसके बाद फिर है एस है 2000 किलो जूल. उसके बाद है फिर 200 किलो जूल. Question number 60. Lichen is an example of mutualism. Question number 67. Template independent synthesis of RNA with defined sequence is catalyzed by Severo-Ochoa enzymes. फिर polynucleotide phosphorylase. Question number 68. A taxons facing a very high risk of extinctions in the wild in the near future is known as endangered. Question number 69. Which of the following is a double ringed structures guanine? Question number 70. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Okay. For fertilization to occur, the sperms and ovum are transported simultaneously at the site of fertilization, but second has several changes take place in the zona pellucida after sperms bind to it to prevent polyspermy. Okay. Option C. The functional maturations of spermatozoa in order to fertilize a secondary oocyte in females' genital tract is called spermiogenesis. No. Question number 71. In a cell cycle, G1 phase is marked by the transcriptions of RNA, mRNA, tRNA, and synthesis of different proteins. Question number 72. Kiwi oblique pteryx occurs in New Zealand. Question number 73. In alcoholics, the liver gets damaged as it accumulations expressed of fats. Question number 72. Polycyplus represents the presence of free sepals. Question number 75. The third, sixth, and 11th cranial nerves in mammals are respectively oculomotor, abducens, and spinal accessory. Question number 76. If there is a blockage between the AV node and the AV bundles, how will this affect the appearance of the ECG? There would be more P waves than QRS complex. Question number 77. Find the odd one out from the following: relaxants, estrogens, progesterone. Question number 78. Middle lamella is composed mainly of calcium pectate. Question number 79. Muscles are confined to body wall, absent in alimentary canal in pseudocoelomates. Question number 80. Which is a wrong statement? Okay. Cellulose is the most evident homopolysaccharides, but waxes are simple lipids. Glycosans and glucose are two common carbohydrates in animals, but option D is not correct because steroid is a fatty acid. No. Question number 81. The fitness according to Darwin refers ultimately and only to reproductive fitness. Question number 82. The hypersaline waters are found in lakes located in the arid and semi-solid proteins. Question number 83. In ecosystem, the female gametophyte is retained on the parent sporophyte. Okay, in ginkgo, male gamete is not indefinite. Okay, no. So the sporophyte is rixia is more developed that the polyester. No. फिर sexual reproduction volvox isogamous तो होना चाहिए but the presence of saline also अच्छा. क्वेश्चन नंबर 84. ये फ्लावर है पापावर सोमनिफेरम का. Question number 85. Protist having non-contractile pustules are dinoflagellates. Question number 86. The recombinant DNA technology process proves less effective in therapeutics. Okay, correct है. With the drug produced from the recombinant therapeutics induced unwanted immunological response. No. Question number 87. Fovea in the eye is a central pit in the yellowish pigments spot called macula lutea. Question number 88. In a DNA segment having 6 coils, there are 22 nitrogen base pairs linked by 2 hydrogen bonds. How many cytosine bases are found in that segment? 38. Question number 89. The protein digesting enzymes of the pancreatic juice are trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidase. क्वेश्चन नंबर 90. स्टेटमेंट करेक्ट चूज करना है. The phenomena which result in alterations of DNA sequence and consequently result in the changes in the genotype and phenotype of an organism. Okay, in addition to recombinant, it is another phenomena that leads to variations in DNA, यानी कि mutations को शो करता है. इस प्रकार आपके 90 क्वेश्चन कंप्लीट होते हैं. आई होप आप लोगों को वीडियो पसंद आई होगी. तो प्लीज़ वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लाइक एंड शेयर किया करें और वीडियो को प्लीज़ आप लोग पूरा देखा करें. और जिन लोगों ने प्लीज़ अभी तक चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया वो लोग प्लीज़ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें. और थैंक यू सो मच वॉच फॉर दिस वीडियो और मिलते हैं एक नई वीडियो के साथ.